Good morning, everybody. It's time to go fishing on Clear Lake. Today is the first day of practice for the MLF Toyota Series event out here on Clear Lake. Looking forward to going fishing, looking forward to trying to catch some Clear Lake giants out here. Just excited to be out here, just excited to go fishing, and hoping for the best out here. Big thank you to GCI Outdoors, 6th Sense Fishing, Waterland Fishing Optics, and Dual Bolts for making this happen and for sponsoring these videos. So we're gonna get after it. We're gonna go do some fishing. Hopefully we catch some. Hopefully we get on some. Let's go. Well, guys, the start to Clear Lake's been kind of tough. Not what I was expecting. I figured at least you could catch some fish and stuff like that, but I'm not even getting bit. Fish grass, fish deep, done a little bit of different stuff, but I'm gonna just keep grinding it out. I feel like that's all I ever say to you guys when it comes to tournament practice, unfortunately. But I'm just gonna keep driving around. I have no idea what's around one corner from the next, so everything is new. And I'm just gonna keep moving around and just find something I like and fish it, and kind of see what happens. I'm trying to pay attention to the contour lines and stuff like that, just to see if I can key in on anything, and just gonna keep fishing, gonna try to stay positive and just keep going. So I've been fishing for a while now and haven't gotten any bites. I was fishing a lot of the flats and the grass on the northern part of the lake, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't feel like I know how to fish that stuff very well. It's just not stuff I do at home very much. So I kind of found these rocks as I was going down lake. Got some grass up shallow, and then we got some tulies up on the bank. It just kind of makes a little bit more sense to me. It's a little bit steeper. It's a lot more like what I'm used to fishing, so we'll give this a shot and see what happens. There we go. Finally caught a fish. Finally caught a fish. Little one, but we got one, finally. At least this guy didn't hook me, but we got Clear Lake fish, guys. Little short, fat one. Well, guys, we finally caught a bass. It only took till about noon to catch one. Up shallow, Nico rigging a stick bait, and we got one in the boat. We're gonna see if we can catch some more. I can see one down there right now. Let's see if we can catch him, just to see if he's maybe on a bed. I don't see a bed down there, but we're gonna see if we can catch him. Well, guys, it's time for lunch. I'm gonna have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out here today. It's brutal. I haven't even seen somebody catch fish. I caught one, and that's it. Nothing else to speak of. Like I said, haven't even seen somebody catch bass, let alone feel like there's something going on. I know people are catching fish. I've seen pictures of people out here catching fish from like days prior and stuff like that, but I know for me, it's no good. There we go. Got one drop shot fish. Finally caught another one. What's a decent one? Decent one. Look at that thing in the water. It's cool. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Nah, he ain't that big. He ain't that big. He looked bigger in the water. Number two. Had to drop shot that guy. Well, we finally got another fish in the boat. This is not how I expected to be fishing at Clear Lake with a spinning rod and a drop shot. I was hoping to be doing something different, but when it's a tournament time, you just gotta do what you can get bites on, and if I gotta throw a drop shot in order to get bit, I guess that's what we'll do. There we go. There we go. Oh, it just came off. Dang it. There we go. There we go. I don't think it's very big, but at least it's another bite. Oh, it just came off. Oh well, it's a bite. It's a bite, that's all that matters. I mean, that's a bummer that I didn't catch that one, but in terms of practice, it's all right, because at least I got the bite. I'd say that one was probably about a 3-pounder, and decent fish, not a giant, but definitely, you know, a solid bite. Bit it good, I felt the bite. I got this new 6th Sense made in the USA custom rod. It's a spinning rod. This thing's super sensitive, super light. I'm really liking it so far. This is my first day using it, and caught one on it earlier, and then handled that fish pretty good. The hook kind of wrapped around the worm, so that's why that fish didn't get in the boat. As soon as I saw the worm after the hook came out and the fish went away, I could see that the hook was wrapped funky, so it is what it is. There we go. There we go. Oh, crappie. Look at this crappie. Look at that crappie. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh, that's a giant crappie. Look at that, guys. Right on the provoke. That's rad. We might have to put him in the box for a little bit, but hopefully I don't get hooked. Well guys, we're back at the hotel, and I would say today was tough overall. I only got like a handful of bites. I caught some on the wacky worm, caught some on the drop shot. I think I got some short bites on the swim bait. I was throwing the 6th Sense whale with their bladed weighted hook. I like that one. It's a really good hook. But those fish just didn't commit to it. We didn't have a lot of wind or anything like that, and I'm just not sure if I'm in the right areas or not. I think I'm gonna go to a different part of the lake tomorrow, and gonna just tie on some different stuff. There's a gross like slime all over the lake. There was a couple areas that I found today where that wasn't going on, but a majority of the lake has this nasty slime in the grass. So even if you find quality grass, it's hard to get your baits to go through there without mucking up and being all nasty. So that's why I threw the wacky worm a lot, because it was one of the baits that I could get through that stuff and kind of feel like I was actually able to fish. Once I kind of put that in my hand, just started covering water, I was able to get some bites. Same thing with the drop shot. Once I just started covering water and just put the trolling motor on and just started throwing that thing around, I eventually got one. I don't want to do that for the tournament because that's not going to get the job done. I definitely need to find a better way to catch them, a more consistent way to catch them, and I need to get, you know, some 5, 6, 7 pounders, because we're at Clear Lake. They live in here, so we got to figure that out as well. Well, tonight's dinner is in the microwave. We're having burgers that Justin brought, and we're microwaving everything tonight. Thankfully, the burgers were already cooked, so we're not actually like cooking the hamburger meat in the microwave, but we're warming everything up tonight. Last night was Chinese, so we're doing burgers tonight.
And you're in for a treat tonight, because guess what? We have ranch style beans. It's my favorite. If I'm gonna eat a bean, I'm gonna eat a ranch beans. Sometimes with the jalapenos, but we don't have those tonight. So,
well guys, that's gonna do it for the first day of practice out here on Clear Lake. Grind overall, got some baits rigged up, got some new swim baits, different stuff rigged up, and just gonna go fishing again tomorrow. I got some work to do for sure. Looking forward to getting out there tomorrow, trying to find some giant Clear Lake largemouth. They live out there. They are out there. I just got to figure out how to get them to bite. Saw some fish on the graph yesterday. Probably going to do a little bit different stuff tomorrow because obviously today didn't work. So looking forward to get out there. I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, good morning. It is time for practice day number 2 out here on Clear Lake. Total opposite end of the lake today. Just want to mix it up. Just want to see something different to see what this lake has to offer. I've never been here before, so I just want to kind of get an overview of what I'm dealing with, see what the conditions are like, see if there's some grass down here, see if that slime is back down here again. The other end of the lake has a whole bunch of slime in the grass and everything. It's really frustrating to fish it. From what I gather, that part of the lake is probably better than the bottom right now. I don't know if that's true or not, but I just wanted to see for myself. I still have a couple more days of practice after this one, so I figure whatever end of the lake ends up being better, I'll focus my time the next 2 days up in that part of the lake, whether it's down south or whether it's up north. I don't know yet. It'll be dependent on how things go today. Let's get this boat on the water and let's go catch some fish. Well guys, we're on the water, boat's in the water. It's time to go fishing. It's time to try to figure out how to catch some of these Clear Lake fish. They haven't been friendly as of yesterday. Got a couple in the boat, but definitely need to do some work. Definitely need to get some bigger ones. More bites for sure. Priority number 1 is to get more bites. That's what we're gonna go for today. So let's see what happens, let's go. Well, the first area was a no good. Fished a chatterbait, fished a buzzbait, fished a frog, fished a clout, fished a swim bait, fished a bunch of different stuff. A lot of activity in the area that I was in, but just couldn't figure out how to get them to bite. I got one fish on a chatterbait, but I think I might have snagged a carp. I didn't actually see it, but it started taking my line and running, and then it just came off. I have a feeling it was just a snagged carp. There's a lot of carp up in the grass and stuff like that. But just gonna keep moving around, keep fishing. Start looking at my graph, trying to see if I can find some areas that seem to make sense to me, because this place is just big, huge flats of everything, and that's just not what I'm used to fishing. So I rolled up on some of my buddies, and one of the guys ended up having a hook in his hand, and we're gonna attempt the braid trick right here. I don't know if it's gonna work. He's afraid it's not going to, so we'll have to check it out.
All right, this is gonna hurt because I'm gonna push down on that eyelet, okay? Now roll that knot to the bottom of the hook, the bend in the hook. And you know you want to pull up in an angle, right?
Up here, right?
Like up in a 45 away from the hook. And when you do it, you just want to pop it. All right, whenever you're ready. Just don't say nothing. It's all right, big dog.
Well, bro, you all right?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
You're chilling?
Yeah.
Does it still hurt?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Successful, successful.
Better than the hospital, though.
There we go. Got one finally.
Little chunk largemouth. Giant juice crankbait. Gotta love it. Wish there was more of these to go around though. So guys, I just caught a fish on the Cloud9 C10 in the Jaint Juice color. Paired it up with a 7'9" medium ESP rod. It's a great combo for your mid-depth crankbaits. I got it on a Daiwa Tatula CT. Pretty inexpensive reel. I did a review on this thing if you guys want to check that out. Really good reel for cranking and stuff like that. Very inexpensive and performs really well. Great combo right here, 12-pound fluorocarbon. Let's do it again. Let's keep going.
There we go. There we go, another one. There we go. There we go, chatterbait fish. Not a giant, but we got one. Look at that, ate it good, guys. Look at that. Ate it perfect. There we go, that's fun. So my plan when I came to this bank was to throw the 10-foot crankbait, but when I got over here, there's a little bit of depth. There's some grass up along these tules. It just looked much more like a chatterbait spot, more so than a crank spot with that grass. So I picked up the chatterbait and started throwing it around, and it didn't take very long, and I got one.
Real quick, guys, I want to talk to you guys about Waterland sunglasses, guys. I got my Ashores on right now. These fish are up on beds in certain situations. I still think there's a fair amount of pre-spawners and post-spawners too, because I think there's a wave of spawners already from what I'm told. But these sunglasses are gonna help me see what I need to see in those bed fishing conditions. I don't have the best sight fishing conditions down here at this part of the lake today, but if I get into that clear water, I'm gonna be relying on my Waterlands to help me see those fish on beds. Come tournament time, if that's what we need to do, that's what we gotta do. So head over to waterlandco.com, use my discount code LUNA15, and save yourself some money.
There we go. There we go. Got one. Drop shot, brand new 6 cents rod. I like this thing a lot. I like this rod a lot. Get in the boat. Not a giant, but we got one. Not a giant, not what we need. But it's a bass at least. So the rod that I'm using right now is the brand new 6 cents made in the USA custom rod. I like this thing a lot. It's super light, super sensitive. That last fish just barely tapped it and I was able to feel it. I'm fishing like this little secondary point inside of a spawning bay. These fish are either spawning or they want to spawn or they just finished spawning. So being in these spawning bays should be key, and I just switched it up to a little swim bait on my drop shot, and this is the first little area where I did that, and I got a bite. So maybe I've been just throwing the wrong thing, and now I'll be able to start getting some more bites. There we go. There we go. A crappie. Caught a crappie. Dude, slimy. There we go. There we go. Way out in the middle of nowhere. Oh. Well, at least I figured out what I can catch fish on. But these are definitely not gonna do me any good in the tournament. but at least I'm catching fish. Let's start.
Well guys, today was a bit of a mixed bag out in practice. Was able to catch a couple reaction fish. One on that C10 of the Jane Juice color chatterbait fish, and then we had to finesse a few of them. Overall, decent day of practice out here on Clear Lake, but we still have a lot of work to do in order to find those big ones that are gonna help us compete. Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Just put the boat in the water. It is time to go fishing out here on Clear Lake. Trying to find out what's going on because I am not on any good fish right now, but I'm doing what I can to try to find some Clear Lake bass. Been getting some bites, but just nothing super consistent, no pattern or anything really to speak of. Super frustrating. I thought the fishing was gonna be better overall, but everybody I talked to says it's pretty tough out here. So we're just gonna keep grinding. Still got a couple more days of practice today, tomorrow, and then the tournament starts on Thursday. So we got a lot of work to do. Follow along, see how the day goes, and hopefully we catch them. Let's go.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, boys. This guy ate it good too. Square bill, not bad. Take that guy. So I found this area that has some deeper grass in it, and it's on a point, and I definitely think this is a good little area that might hold a bunch of fish, might hold some big pre-spawners too. Good little spawning flat on around the other side of this point, and throwing this square bill right over the top of this grass and had that fish come up and eat it. So hopefully this will key me in on a little something that I can do a little bit more of. There we go. Jerkbait, guys. Switched up colors and it didn't take long. This is my favorite color, and this is the Ghost Sexified Shad. There we go. Well guys, that's a good sign. We got one in the boat on the old jerkbait, Provoke 106X. Catch a ton of fish on this bait. Just jerking it, slow pauses. The fish missed it one time and then it came back and got it. I actually felt that bite twice. Second time I just let it sit there a little bit longer and that fish was on it when I started to pull again. But hopefully we're starting to put something together. I found some areas with some decent grass and stuff like that, and I have a feeling that's the key. I've been fishing a lot of areas that didn't have grass the way I want it. A lot cleaner over here, a little bit of depth to it. Just overall looks way better than the stuff that I've been fishing the last couple days.
Well guys, we got a midday update and there's a ton of bugs out here. And they're like the weird kind that like die super easy, and like you sit down in your seat and they don't move, and you like smash them, you flick them and they die. Like, it's just crazy. There's bugs everywhere. They want to get on your face. So that's another great reason to have a face buff from 6th Sense, Waterland or buck and bass, because they all have awesome face buffs that can protect you from the sun and the bugs. Speaking of the bugs. But guys, kind of tough. Slick, calm. It was windy this morning. Now it's slick, calm, starting to warm up. This area is a little bit too dirty to be able to see any beds or anything like that. So we're just gonna get after. I got a bug right on my camera lens right now on the side. You guys can't see it, but I can. So we're just gonna keep grinding it out, just looking for stuff, trying to find some good grass, because everything that I'm catching is grass related.
There we go. Divine swim bait, guys. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh! If you guys are wondering why I had to bend down with that last fish and touch the trolling motor foot pedal, it's because I had it on constant movement, which I think hurt me. It didn't help me get a good hook set. I would not do that come tournament time, but I was just trying to cover some bank and decided to do that, and probably cost me that fish. But I got to the boat, I could see the quality, I could see what kind of fish we're dealing with, so that's all that really matters in practice. So far, everything is about the grass, guys. It's all grass related. You gotta have sparse grass. It's gotta be the clean grass. If you're in that slimy, mucky, garbage grass, you're not getting bit. That was a solid fish right there. That was definitely a tournament quality fish. It wasn't a giant by any means, but it was probably like four pounds, I'm imagining. Good one, came off right the boat. Probably would have had that fish if my co-angler would have been here with the net or something like that come tournament time. But that's a good sign. Dead calm, throwing the Divine swim bait in the Ghost Ice Minnow color. This color is legit, guys. Threw it up a little bit shallower than I've been fishing. I'm guessing that would mean that these fish are moving up shallower with the warmer weather. Gonna get some sun up there, so good sign. We're gonna keep going down this bank. There we go. Oh, it came off again. There we go. There we go. Oh, crappie. Crappie. There we go. Punching them. Punching them. Little prawn action, not a big one though. Well guys, that was pretty cool. I wasn't really sure that I could get bit flipping and all this stuff right now, but there's definitely fish in here. Gonna have to give it a little bit longer, see if I can't get another one doing it. I haven't been doing it very long before I got bit, so gonna have to just see what happens.
Well guys, that was pretty cool to flip one of those fish. Some grass right up against that break wall, and that fish was just sitting there right up tight against the break wall. Pretty cool way to catch them. I don't know that that's gonna be a deal for me, but you never know. It's good to have that in my back pocket to come over here and flip a little bit. I'm gonna try it probably some other places, maybe later today or tomorrow. Still have a little bit of fishing time left. It's starting to get windy out here. It's so funky. It was windy this morning, and then it glassed off, and now it's windy again. So who knows what's going on. Well guys, we finally got some good news. I literally just caught 3 decent largemouth on a jerkbait. 6 cents Provoke 106X in the Ghost Sexified Shad color. I didn't have my GoPros running because it's so late in the day, but just literally 3 in probably 15 minutes. Fishing completely different than I've been fishing all day long. So thankfully we got one more day of practice tomorrow. We're gonna fish a lot differently. This keyed me in on something. I just literally started doing this, you know, for the last 15 minutes over here, and it's a lot different than what I've been doing, and I think it's gonna pay dividends. It could be a good little morning deal for us, so we're gonna have to find out. Well guys, today was productive for sure. The GoPro died on me, or I turned it off or something, I don't remember, but I had 3 more catches at the end of the day, all on the jerkbait. 6 cents Provoke 106X Ghost Sexified Shad, my favorite color by far. I catch a ton of fish on that bait. Looking forward to going out there again tomorrow, trying to dial things in a little bit better, try to find some more areas, hopefully continue on with that jerkbait, get another bite or two to really know that I can do it in different parts of the lake as well. Gotten a square bill bite going, and the jerkbait for sure. Gonna throw the underspin around a little bit tomorrow as well to see what happens there. But looking forward to getting out there again tomorrow and hopefully getting something to get a giant, because we need to catch at least 1 giant while we're out here. I mean, it's Clear Lake. Come on, guys. Good morning, lunatics. Welcome to Clear Lake. Today is the 4th and final day of practice out here on beautiful Clear Lake. This place is beautiful. The bugs are pretty gnarly though, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm looking forward to going fishing. Kind of found something out yesterday, so if you guys are just tuning into the series on this video, check back yesterday. Some of the fish catches on yesterday's video did not make the video because the cameras were off and everything. It was like 6:30 at night. But I think that pattern that I found, even though it was late in the day, should hold up. Just need to go find out how to catch them in the morning and midday. Those fish should still be there. I think they're staging fish for the spawn. It's April out here, so the spawn is, you know, right now, coming up. It just kind of depends on the specific day. Everything's day by day right now. Well, it's kind of brutal out here today, guys. It's freezing cold, it's windy. I did not bring the right shoes for this. I'm in sandals right now and it's cold. I've had to add the blade jacket on. I've had to add the Buck and Bass bibs. It's just straight up cold out here, guys, and the fishing is not good. I've been doing different stuff than what I figured out yesterday, and not panning out. So I'm gonna have to, I think, adjust and start fishing some of the same types of things I fished yesterday, just to find some new areas. There we
we go. There we go. Crappie. Crappie. Not what we're looking for, guys. Not what we're looking for.
So one of the unfortunate things is when you're out here, you can see on your graph and you just see some activity and you see some fish and stuff like that and you think they're bass and then they end up being those crappie. Still fun to catch them, keeps you kind of motivated, kind of makes you feel like you might be on the right track in terms of like color baits and stuff like that because the fish are, something's eating it. But just gotta start figuring these fish out a little bit better. I'm gonna probably go to the other side of the lake now and check some of the stuff that I found yesterday evening just to see if I can get bit over there again and hope for the best. Well guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like mentally fried right now. I've been just fishing so hard for so many days in a row and started doing some stuff I thought was gonna work and it did not pan out today. There was no wind, so to speak, earlier in the day when I was doing it. That might help things if we have a little bit of wind in the morning or midday tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to fish shallow and catch some of those bucks that are up on the beds and stuff like that tomorrow during the actual tournament. So I got a lot of work to do to get prepared for tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today's day one, Major League Fishing Big 5 Toyota Series out here on Clear Lake. Practice has been pretty rough. We're about 67, checking at 310. We got some wind out here today that could help, but it might also blow out my area. I'm not 100% sure. We're just gonna have to go up there, check it out, see how things go. Hoping to get 5 in the boat, guys. It was a tough practice overall. We got a little reaction bait like you guys saw. But we're just gonna go out here, check it out, see how it goes, and have fun. That's the main thing, is have some fun out here today. Big thank you to GCI Outdoor, 6th Sense Fishing, Waterland Fishing Optics, and Dual Molds for sponsoring my entire MLF event and for the content that you guys are watching right now. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. So check the description for links and discount codes and stuff like that for them. But we're about ready to blast off. We're about 67. Let's get it. Let's go. You ready to rock and roll, bro? What's going on, man? You figuring them out?
67. I don't know if I'm gonna catch them today, honestly. I don't know, it's just gonna have to see. I don't know how it's gonna affect it up there. Because sometimes it was windy and it wasn't that bad over there, and other times, I don't know. So I don't know.
What's up? I hope to bring a bass in at this point.
Boat number 24! Go get him, 24.
It's cold and windy today. Got the goggles on. These things are lifesavers when you're driving down the boat and it's cold. You should try it.
Boat number 67! I'll let you slide on through 67, 66 is right behind you.
So I left this part in the video because I'm driving down the lake earlier before you see me putting this duct tape on the gunnel. My co-angler says, hey, I think your trolling motor's broken. So we eventually pull into this bay and I stop and I can't believe what I see. My trolling motor's hitting the gunnel. There's a hole in my front deck. Literally, there's a hole in my front deck. So I put all this duct tape on the gunnel in hopes of protecting it because the trolling motor bracket was broken and literally wouldn't latch into place unless the post of the trolling motor ended up inside of my front deck. It was a total disaster. I had to just make do the best I could possible, but it was just broken, usable, but it was just a disaster and it totally messed with my head. see, I guess. Well, this morning's been a disaster to start off. We got one in the boat. My co-angler got one. I've gotten a couple bites on a jerkbait, but they didn't stay pinned. And my trolling motor broke. On the way out, it was super rough, and my trolling motor ended up breaking. It's still functional, but it put a hole in the front deck of my boat, and then it also started banging on the side of the gunnel. So I had to put duct tape on there to hopefully protect the gunnel from the trolling motor. So it's been a mess to start off the day. There we go. There we go.
There you go. I bet they have like beds out here.
I think so too. This one feels big, dude.
Yeah, they fight hard. I mean, they do. I got the males out of the way for you so you can get the female.
Right? Just stay on, fish. It feels big. It's not that big. I don't know why. It felt like it was fighting.
They do. They pull hard.
Come on, man.
I felt like I had another bite just as the boat was turning.
Really?
I don't know, though. Just something. Like the beans that usually they eat the line.
Yeah. Well, amazingly, for how my day started, how my day has gone, we actually caught a bass in Clear Lake in the tournament. My co-angler has 4. I have 1. And I'm getting my butt kicked by him today, that's for sure. We got plenty of time left. Well, we don't have plenty of time left, but we got time to catch some more fish, that's for sure. There we go. Yep. There we go. That's not what you come for Clear Lake for, but yeah, we'll take it right now. we need 4 more fish for the boat. We need my co-angler to get 1 more for the limit, and I need 3. We got about an hour to do it. Tough assignment, but we're gonna fish hard all the way to the end. There we go. I had to go a little way in my 5 pounds. I at least should have had 4. I had that one on and it was at least a 3-pounder. You could tell. And then I had that jerkbait fish that came off. And then I was probably spun out for the first half of the day because of my trolling motor situation.
How about Matt Luna? Santee, a California pro. Just 3 in the bag though. Just missing number 4 and 5. But 3 to start the tournament at 6 pounds and an ounce, buddy. Shake that off. Brian Lutz.
Well guys, that's a wrap for day 1, and in one word, it sucked. I put a hole through the front deck of my boat, which you guys saw, but I'm pretty like dejected right now. I'm not gonna lie. I put a hole through my boat from the trolling motor post. I'm gonna put a piece of wood there, hoping it's gonna stay in place so it doesn't go up and down inside of my boat and hit the gunnel. It was rough today, guys. I should have just stayed close and drop shotted. That's what I should have done, and I probably could have caught 15 pounds. I'm pretty confident if I would have just done that, I probably would have caught 15 pounds. My co-angler had like literally a 5 doing just that. As soon as I like put my head down and started just fishing the drop shot in spawning pockets, I started getting bit. And the difference between a straight tail worm and a curly tail worm was pretty huge. But I think it's coming through on camera right now. I'm pretty frustrated with how the day has gone. Pretty frustrated about how this whole trip has gone, because it's just been a grind every single day. And then, you know, this happens with the trolling motor in the boat. So not the best day out on the water. Only weighed 3 fish. I think that puts me in like 68th place. There's only 75 boats, by the way. So yeah, I'm down towards the bottom. So that's frustrating as well. But day 2 is tomorrow. We're gonna go out there, try to have fun, and try to catch as big a bag as we can. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Thanks. Well, good morning, guys. Day number 2 out here at Clear Lake. Yesterday sucked. I only had 3 fish for 6 pounds. I had 4 and 5 both hooked. They both came off on the way back to the boat. So we should have had a limit. Should have had probably, I don't know, at least 12 pounds, if not 13 or 14. One of the fish was a 4-pounder that came off right at the boat. I saw it jump and everything and then just pulled off. So that was frustrating. It would have kept us like somewhere in the mix if I would have been able to land those 2 fish, but that's fishing. Gonna get after it today and try to make a run, try to get on some fish that I really couldn't get to yesterday because of the boat problem. So we'll see what happens, and we're gonna get after it. Let's go.
Good morning, anglers! Welcome to day 2! On the Toyota Series, stop number 2 here on beautiful Clear Lake.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
There we go. Come on. This is not my day right now. Yeah, I got bit. There we go.
I got a line back here, so you don't want back here.
Come on, man. Coming up, coming up. It's right by the boat. Right there, right there. Pick it up. Get it right now. There we go. That was a good one.
There you go. Worth the drive, wasn't it?
Yep. We finally got one in the boat. Well guys, we're finally on the board. It only took till 12:30 to get a fish in the boat. I should have at least 3 since I lost one good one on the underspin, and then I think I lost another one. I don't remember, but I should at least, I guess, have 2, which is still garbage, but nevertheless should be better than it is.
Filled boats, all kinds of fun stuff. I didn't go over you, did I?
I'm bit.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to him.
I'm bit.
I'm gonna stay up in the air until you get your fish out.
Reel yours in.
You sure? I can just let it float.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to do anything while you're doing this. I'd rather my line get tangled with yours than me pull it in and cut your line.
I'm tangled on you anyway.
All right, well, don't worry about me. Let's get the fish in.
Coming up, coming up.
I got you. Oh, fuck. I got you. I'm not a swinger, so you got to get him up here.
There we go, number 2. Little one, but we got one. Jeez, I gotta measure them. Just in case. Oh yeah, okay. Good job.
That's how fast it goes together. Always stay positive. Oh yeah. Shallow here too.
Well, we finally got 2 in the boat now. We got 3 to go, and we got, I don't know, 2 hours. Maybe a little bit less than that. There we go. Come on. Coming up, coming up. Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the hook just came out.
Saw that.
Number 3. Watch out. Watch your foot.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. Stay on, fish. Stay on. It's just stressful. Come on. Coming up, it's coming up. Come on. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. There we go. Number 4. There we go. Little one, it's a little one. I don't even know if it's a keeper. Hopefully it's a keeper, and then we at least have a limit. But he's little.
Get him in the boat.
There we go. Oh, that's not even my smallest keeper. But he ain't big. Well, we got a limit. Nah, it'll go. I got one just like it. He's 13 at least. Come on, man. Well, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually super surprised to have a limit right now. I'm not gonna lie, the thoughts of blanking entered my mind quite a bit today, but thankfully we got a limit, which is awesome. Makes me feel a lot better. It's not a big limit, but after Havasu, after yesterday, I needed that. Oh, I just got bit. There it is.
I even have the damn like yard spray.
There it is. Eat it.
See the bed?
There it is.
Got him?
It's not an 8, but it's like a 4.
It's all right, he'll help you. Don't pull him. Don't pull him. I don't see him.
He's over by your line now.
All right. I'll get my line out. Don't worry about
It's coming up.
my line's good. Take your time. I don't see him yet. Under the boat. Here we are. Here we are.
Yes!
Get down, brother.
There we go.
That's how you do shit,
There we go. That'll help.
bro. Quick, you have time on it. It's this one. For sure.
This one's going. That's a big coal.
Good job, man.
It's like 2.5, 3 pounds almost.
Yeah, it is. That's a good call.
All right, we gotta go, dude. We gotta go. We gotta go. All right, we got one. We called. All right, well now it's time to go weigh in. Not sure what we got. Probably like 13, 14 pounds, we'll see. But I'm just glad to have 5, especially after yesterday being brutal. We got some in the boat. My co got a limit. So good day all around. Just it was still rough. It was still a grind. Had no fish at 12:30. But let's go weigh these things in and see what they weigh.
How about Matt Luna? Matt Luna, Santee, California Pro. 6'1" yesterday, man. It was a tough day on you. I thought that was real big because I was like, holy smokes, they won it. He's got 30 pounds in there. Unfortunately, they're just all standing on their head, right? 6'1" on day one. Our limit today, doing much better. How about 14 pounds and 9 ounces today, man? Appreciate you, buddy. Russell Schmidt.
Thank you.
Well, guys, all said and done, we ended up in 60th place in this tournament. Definitely not the finish. We headed up to Clear Lake 4, but that's just where the cards fell. Day 2 was obviously a much better day weight-wise than day 1. It was still a struggle for me out there, but I was able to go to a rock pile that I had found with fish on it in practice and fished that and caught my limit there, and then was able to cull one more time on a bedfish. Actually, I don't know if it was a bedfish or not, but it was acting like a bedfish, and I was able to pitch a drop shot over to it, and the fish ended up eating, and it culled out a pretty small fish, so I was able to bump my weight up probably from 12 pounds up to the 14 pounds that I weighed in. But it was a grind up there. Everything that I had heard about Clear Lake is that it's going to be great fishing, catch a lot of fish, big fish, the whole thing. But that just really wasn't the case for me and the people that I knew when we went up there. The fishing overall for everybody was pretty tough. There were guys that caught a lot of fish, but you had to be around them. It was very specific. You had to be doing specific things, and the guys that were able to dial that in caught a lot of fish. Unfortunately, I should have just basically went fishing each day, and I probably could have caught 15 pounds if I would have just went fishing instead of trying to fish specific stuff. I think I could have ended up doing better, but you got to run what you have in practice, and you kind of have to just adjust on the fly. And once I stopped doing those things and just went fishing is when I started getting bit. So unfortunately, you know, tough tournament, boat problems on day 1. But, you know, we sucked it up and we finished strong, brought in that 14 pounds, but unfortunately only ended up in 60th place. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!